right, Tagle. He's going to be here today to talk you through the evacuation drill. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we're scheduled to have Operation Exodus. This training is for you. Some of you have been through it before. Some of you are hearing it for the first time. And so we are recording this just so we can use it as a training video for those who aren't here. But we have great editing capability, so feel free to ask questions, to ask if you don't understand something, have Roy explain it to you, okay? So this time is for you, and we're glad that you're here. We're excited. We'll have great weather for this drill tomorrow, okay?
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies. Thanks again for having me. It's always good to spend this time with you. I feel like, I want to build the relationship. I want everybody to be familiar with me, and because I feel like we're a team. Even though, I'm outside and we're in here, I want us to feel like, we are a team, and we will work together to make sure that the children are safe. Yeah, we're going to, tomorrow, it's going to start off like a fire drill. And so you'll hear the alarms. They're actually going to use the alarms. And then, so just take into consideration, even though we know there's construction going on, and so that those exits aren't going to be available for us. Imagine that something's happening on that side of the building, and it's going to be too hazardous. So I'm going to have to go with an alternate route. So just be prepared for curveballs, so to speak, where we hope that everything drops into place accordingly, but you never know. So just be prepared to take an alternate route, and so what we'll do is we'll act like a fire drill. We'll go outside, and then we'll stage, and then we'll get the code Exodus, and then we're going to have help. Nicole will be outside, and she's going to give us the command to go ahead and move out towards the parking lot, and ideally that's where I'll be. And so once you come out, once you go outside, there's going to be a big support group waiting for you guys. We're going to be out there, so you just do your part in here, and then once you go outside, we're all going to come together to make sure that the children are accounted for and that they're moved safely to a staging area out there. The teachers, we want to make sure that you've accounted for all your kids. You grab your book, because eventually we're going to start letting the parents know to come pick up their children. And so this is going to be a critical time for this exchange to take place. You're going to have to document and get a signature from that parent or whoever's on that list of emergency contacts or whoever's authorized to come and pick up this child. Now, if you can imagine how you would feel if it were your child, you'd want to hurry up and get that child, but we have to make sure that we've documented this release. And so, real quick, it's going to be emotional. And so I know if I'm here to pick up my child, I want to grab my child and go. I want to get away from the hazard or whatever, but we have to make sure. So you might have an issue out there. And so real quick, brevity codes are codes that we use so that we don't let the general public know what's going on. But Pastor Black is, I need security. Well, if you're in a heated exchange, well, not you, but it's a tense situation right here with this parent, just say, I need security, and let us know where you're at, and we'll come and we'll help you out with this, because like I said, I can imagine how emotional it would be for a parent, but we're going to try and just bring down the emotion and make sure that we've done our part in releasing the child. The other brevity codes, real quick, are Pastor Red, I need medical assistance. So again, if this child is hurt, screaming, whatever, you forget the brevity code, you say, I need medical assistance over here, and tell us who you are and where you're located, and we'll get over to you ASAP. And God forbid, Pastor White, missing child. During this, getting out to the parking lot, one of the children came up missing. So if you remember Pastor White, then let us know where you're at, who you are, and I've got a child that's not accounted for and I need help. And we'll come together for to assist you in finding this child. Real quick, what would cause us to go to an Operation Exodus? Well, for example, not too long ago, SAPD was serving a warrant with the FBI across 1604. Well, that guy had set up bombs throughout his house just in case a warrant was executed on it. He was going to blow the whole thing, try and get rid of as much evidence as possible. Well, SAPD brought one of those bombs and detonated it right here on our campus. And I don't know if you guys heard, Pastor Tucker was at his house and he heard it. And so that would have been a good time for them to approach me and say, hey, we've got the legal authority to blow this thing wherever we feel we can safely do it. And I said, great, let me get the kid, let's drop Operation Exodus into place, and let's create as much distance as we can between the children and this bomb that you're going to detonate. Well, they didn't let us know. They thought nobody was even on campus because I don't think school was in session, but you guys were here. And I told them, I said, look, I've got a nursery here. You know, this would have been a good time to let me know. That way I can let them know, and we can create a safe distance between us and the detonation of a bomb. Or if, say for example, we've got a fire on campus, but the fire department is having a little bit of trouble bringing it under control, let's go ahead and move the children out to the parking lot. Again, let's just create more distance between the harm and the kids. But there's going to be the backpacks. You know, take the backpacks, because we don't know how long we're going to be staged out in the parking lot. You know, we hope that things go smoothly, and the parents will be here to collect their children. But if we have to keep the children engaged, keep them calm. So is there anybody here that's like in charge of diapers and baby wipes? Well, there's rooms that are designated, like room 111, diapers and baby wipes. We're going to need those kind of things out there in the parking lot. And again, the backpack, I believe, will have the sign in, sign out, so that we can make sure that we've done our part and we've documented who the child was released to. I'm going through this kind of faster than I want, but again, once you get outside, you know, like I said, there's going to be a big support group out there to help with the children. And I think it's reassuring when you see, thank goodness, because it just makes you feel better. Like I was telling them earlier that I was in a pretty bad traffic accident when I was a trooper. And for a while I was by myself. There was people that witnessed the accident. I lost consciousness for a little bit. So when I came to, there's these strangers that are hovering over me, trying to keep me to be still. And so it helped a little bit, but what really helped was familiar faces. When the paramedics that I knew personally, we'd ate together, we worked together. I knew these people, and it made me feel so much better to see them there by my side to help me through this thing. So teamwork is just essential. So like I said, you're not by yourself. You know, we're just right there. You know, I'm going to be out in the parking lot waiting for you guys. But, you know, take your cell phones with you. There's going to be limited radios. Like Annette will have one, and I think certain people will have one. But have your cell phone just in case, for some reason, you can't get a hold of anybody on the radio. You'll have your cell phone. And again, just let us know, you know, who you are and where you're at, what you need help with, and we can get to you ASAP. Yeah. And but let me open it up right now. If there's any questions, you know, examples of, hey, this we encountered this, because we always want to learn what didn't go smoothly, and we want to try and correct that. So, you know, any feedback or any questions at this time, please. Yes.
I was just thinking, it's like, from what I understand, we're going outside this way.
Yeah, act like you don't even know that construction is going on, but something happened that's not going to allow you to exit that way. So where do I go from here? I've got the children, and like Miss Annette pointed out earlier, they're used to, I guess, a certain route. they might not, you might get a little bit of pushback, but direct them to make sure that, let's see what is available to me. I'm going out this way. Okay, kids, we're going out this way.
For
Yeah.
106 and 108, do we exit through the front? And then are we, the designated spot remains the same all the way up? Okay. And we're not waiting for any signal, we're just going, because last year we kept getting confused. They were like, well, I'm supposed to wait for a signal,
That's a great question, Nancy. I would get them out, and then you should hear me giving the signal
Okay.
to move to the evacuation
Super.
deliberation.
Yeah.
But if you see Nicole out there waving at you,
Waving, okay,
that's
Mm.
fine.
all right.
Okay. And yeah, you're absolutely right. 106, 108, you probably hear about that door closest to the kitchen.
Okay.
But everybody else, if you're on that side of the building, don't go out your back door, because the roofers are a hazard to you. Make sure you go out and go on this side of campus, okay? The most important thing is get them out of the building quickly but safely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please, I rushed through this thing much too quick, but if there's any questions, please, let's try and address them. And if not today, then, if something comes up later, you guys know I'm just, right here, just outside. So, don't hesitate to approach me, with any security issues. But if that's it, then I bid you ladies a good day. God bless. And hopefully this thing will go smoothly tomorrow.